Cyberpunk 2077's story deep down is one about self-identification. Who are you in this city full of psycho gangs, crazy AI-controlled cars, and dead rock stars who reside in your head? CDPR gave V an initial identification with the life path system, but when you play said life path system, there is no real major details about your past. Yes, there is that talk you can have with Goro Takamura, where you both go into more details about your past. However, that moment is still vague, not really talking about how that past relates to V, more a moment to inject some lore about nomad, street kid, or corporate life. As I was playing the game, I questioned if we would really get to define V's history within the game via our actions and dialogue choices. However, sadly we don't. This brings me to the topic of the video. I had a conversation with someone about the possibility of DLC or expansions expanding upon V's background. They were adamant that there is nothing to expand upon other than the fact that V and Johnny are relatives. They told me for hours how the game teases that V and Johnny are related. So here is me doing a mini investigation, asking the question: are V and Johnny Silverhand relatives?
Where'd you even come from? How are we even talking? Gotta get out of here, understand? And I'll kill anyone who gets in my way.
First place to look at is what spawned this question. The simple answer is the relic chip. In the corporate ending, when you are in the little room on the Arasaka space station, there are conversations on the television about Saburo Arasaka returning to Night City, but within the body of Yorinobu Arasaka, his son. Then later, when talking to either Takamura or Hellman, they both told you the reason that Saburo could do that was because he and Yorinobu had similar phenotypes. The term phenotype refers to the observable physical properties of an organism. These include the organism's appearance, development, and behavior. An organism's phenotype is determined by its genotype, which is a set of genes the organism carries, as well by its environmental influences upon these genes. In layman's terms, Saburo and Yorinobu are similar in a lot of aspects, from how they act to their appearance, which makes sense. They are relatives. If phenotypes are the reason Yorinobu's body was able to be taken over, does that mean V and Johnny are in a similar situation? Is Johnny able to take over V's body because, like Saburo is to Yorinobu, Johnny is a relative of V's? If you look carefully at the conversation that V has with either Hellman or Takamura, having similar phenotypes help with compatibility, decreasing the chances of complications. This doesn't mean that having similar phenotypes is a prerequisite. That would mean a V who is not similar to Johnny in terms of skin color, sex, doesn't have the same or similar history as Johnny, they wouldn't be compatible. But as we know, every V, every variation of V that you can make is taken over by Johnny Silverhand. If we look at the relic documentation, it says a precondition of activating Relic 2.0 is ceasing the host's vital functions, brain death, cardiac arrest. Only complete and irreversible shutdown of neural activity can allow the engram to root itself and take over the body. That's the prerequisite. Dying. You have to be dead to be taken over. So if you get all this information given us in the game, the answer would be no. V and Johnny are not related. Saburo kills Yorinobu to be able to be implanted in his body. It's an easier process because they have similar phenotypes. If they don't have similar phenotypes, it would have been a harder process, which is why Saburo chooses to use Yorinobu's body. That is what's being said, not that they have to be relatives to be able to use this relic. So Johnny and V could still use this relic like it's shown in the game and not be related. But I could be wrong. We shall wait and see.
This is impossible.
Seemed pretty damn possible for Saburo Arasaka.
He returned in his son's body. Tissue compatibility made things easier. Yet your phenotype thanks to the chip, is unique. Arasaka cannot provide a suitable body at this time.
Why can't I just get a new body?
We have yet to solve the compatibility issue.
Doesn't sound like you had much of a problem with Saburo Arasaka.
You have no offspring, nor do you have an entire clinic focused solely on your care.
Thank you all for watching. This video took me quite a while to make, and I've been sick quite a lot before, and this should have been released a lot sooner, but don't worry. Please suggest more in the comments below, share this with anyone, like this if you can, and click subscribe button. It's easy. Next video will be about Rogue and who is her son, looking into the lore from Red in 2020. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.